I'm Eric Lucas. I'm a principal with Washington National Tax Group at KPMG. I started with KPMG in October. I was with the Treasury Department, the Office of Tax Policy, for 3 years prior to that time. My role at Treasury was to, again, participate as part of the working group to offer, insights into the current rules and go back and forth on the comments that were received in response to 2008. Try to develop good policy recommendations in response to those comments, and to put a new set of rules out that practitioners and taxpayers are happy with and can comply with. The primary issue that's addressed by the repair regulations is whether an amount paid for a unit of property or an asset can be deducted in the current year as an ordinary necessary business expense, or whether it has to be capitalized as an improvement. And that distinction is important because if it has to be capitalized as an improvement, then it has to be recovered and depreciated over the same depreciable recovery period as the underlying asset. So if you take a building, for example, building, generally non-residential building, has a 39-year recovery period. So if your expense amounts to an improvement for that building, you've got to capitalize and recover that expense over a new 39-year period beginning when that improvement is placed in service. So there are a number of other sub-issues that deal with materials and supplies. There's a de minimis expensing rule, and these rules will provide additional detail into how to treat leasehold improvements. I think they're going to affect all industries. Anyone with heavy investment in plant property and equipment are going to be affected by these rules. They're going to be a change. It's going to depend on what you did relative to the proposed 2008 rules when they came out. If you took an aggressive view when those rules came out, then there may be some situations where you have to give something back through what's called a 481 adjustment, which is an adjustment to catch all of the accounts up as if they've been complying with the new regs in the year of change. So, we have a great team that's done a lot of this work in the past. A lot of it is going to be data gathering and coming up with the right support and documentation to substantiate what's done on a tax return. KPMG really has impressed me with the people that are here that do that type of work. There are going to be a lot of factual determinations that are going to have to be made by companies, and I can certainly help to say, well, this is what the rule says, but here's kind of what went into the rule. Here's how the rule was decided, and hopefully help our clients come to the right conclusion, the right answer, when they ultimately take a position.